Park. Dallas, baby.
Woodoo, baby. Put my check direct deposit, nigga.
That's right.
Oh, my God. The Texas Border Patrol. You know what's going on down here in Texas. There's a big clash going on between Texas and the Biden administration. Okay? Now, you want to understand what's going on with these damn Democrats. See, because when the Republicans share the love, all of a sudden niggas don't want to get on board. Look at Chicago. The whole state of Illinois finna go damn bankrupt. Okay? Because
with New York's closely behind.
But yeah, New York is bigger though, so they can sustain at least for a while. Will it take the whole state down? Chicago is the biggest city in Illinois. And when Chicago goes bankrupt, so goes Illinois. But you got this thing going on with the Biden administration over Border Patrol access. Texas' refusal to allow Border Patrol agents into a park along the U.S.-Mexican border is a new marker in the state's deepening rift with the Biden administration over immigration. And for nearly a week, as of last Wednesday, during the taping of this program, Texas has denied entry to Border Patrol agents around Shelby Park and Eagle Pass, which has become one of the busiest spots on the U.S. southern border for migrants illegally crossing from Mexico. Now, Governor Greg Abbott, you may not be a Republican. You may not even like Greg Abbott. I mean, that's
the
what
people.
I'm saying. If you'll just let me do what I do.
My bad.
Thank you very much. But people love Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott took a state issue and made it national. And Greg Abbott said that Texas won't allow Border Patrol agents on that property anymore. And the move has widened a broader dispute between him and President Joe Biden over illegal crossings and his administration attempts to stop a rollout of aggressive border measures by Texas, these damn Democrats. And they got floating barriers, barbed wire. Now, real quick, here's what Joe Biden said about the immigrants coming in here. Check it out.
Going to make sure those cowboys don't stop the surge of military-aged men from entering.
What? Did Grandpa Jojo just say the quiet part out loud? Jojo, I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to Texas, bring it.
Yeah. If you'll notice, where are the women and children? It's all military-aged men. Now, here's the thing. The Democrats would rather crash and burn because the reason they're letting them flood in here, again, America likes free or cheap labor. They're trying to get rid of blacks because the only way Democrats can win is with the black votes. Republicans only get 10% of the black vote, okay? Now, with Democrats, for them to get elected, they have to get the black vote. Biden is letting in military-aged men. You hear what he just said? He said, these cowboys ain't finna stop this. Because what they want is for down the road, as these people start having children, the Democrats want to replace the black vote with the Hispanic vote. And they want their loyalty. We let you in this country, so now what we want is for you to vote for us because we let you in. That shit is going to backfire.
And they're saying that Texas is being inhumane because, like on last week, a female and her 10-year-old and 8-year-old son and daughter, they drowned in this lake at Eagle Pass.
Right.
And so they're saying that because the guard could not go and try to save them, that was inhumane.
Why'd you have your ass out there from the giddy-up?
Exactly, and they're saying that this is the most dangerous point of entry. They have found an average of 30 bodies every month since March of 2023 in this river. And I'm thinking, okay, so you're creating a barrier,
right,
on the border side, the U.S. side,
to keep them out.
But apparently, somebody needs to do something on the other side to keep them from getting in the lake.
Risk and reward.
On the other side.
Risk and reward. It's the risk worse the reward. If you see these people got floating barricades and barbed wire fences, and now they done brought in the National Guard because they've got other states that have been sending their National Guard here to assist. You took the risk to come here. How is it my fault that the risk didn't pay off? If your ass gonna drown, nigga, those are the consequences of your actions. Not trying to be an asshole or anything here, honestly. I understand that people want a better life. I moved from Gary, Indiana to Dallas, Texas for a better life. But I damn live here. I'm an American. Not an African American. Not a black American. I'm a freaking American. Okay? I moved here for a better life, so I understand. But there are ways that you do things. Think of the people, Jackie, who came here legally and for 10 years have taken the test and whatnot and tried to become a citizen. Remember what we watched when the guy asked the chick who was trying to take the test, how many amendments are there in the Constitution?
Right.
Me and Jackie said, shit, I don't know that.
A lot of Americans wouldn't pass the test to be an American.
It was 27, to be exact. The First Amendment, the Second Amendment. How many amendments are there? Pull up the test to become a naturalized citizen in America. Could you pass that test? Think of the people who came here legally, who have spent the money, the time, the effort, and now you just letting these people float in here. You heard what Biden just said. He didn't say immigrants. He said he said military-age men. And that sounds like they're bringing them in for war. Now, you don't know shit about these people. You don't know if they release these people from the crazy house, if they let these people out of jail. You don't know who these people are. They ain't got no ID. They can become anybody they want.
And there have been a lot of drugs, weapons, and all of that stuff that have been smuggled in.
Yes.
They're saying that since the launch of the Operation Lone Star by the governor, that have led to over 496,000 illegal immigrant apprehensions, more than 38,500 criminal arrests, more than 34,900 felony charges, and 453 million lethal doses of fentanyl that they have confiscated.
The numbers are off the chain. You letting these crooks up in here. You letting them in here. Now, for you niggas who don't see a problem, I done told you, these people are not coming in here to work with you. They're coming to replace you. What the guy say 2 weeks ago? You no money for you niggas. You niggas are lazy. That's because that's what they were told. White folk don't want you doing as good as them. They damn sure don't want you doing better than them. For whatever reason, they do not want to give us our reparations so that we can have our own. Okay? Black people, American blacks, show the world how inferior white people are. And they don't want that. Why do you think they burnt down Black Wall Street? Because they told the world that we were like children and we couldn't do for ourselves. We had our own. And now you're letting these people in here from another country. You don't know who they are. They got rid of their IDs, and it's mostly men. It's mostly men. Where are the women and children? Now, you black people who think, yeah, well, they look for a better life, you should let them in. These people coming to replace your ass. Here's Charleston White, who's talking about how illegal immigration affects black people. Check him out.
I said, what do you think they're going to do about the border? What you think about the border?
The border is a play. The border crisis and the border issues is top 5 threat to black Americans. Not securing those borders, homie, is probably that's a grave threat to us. Because they don't come as allies to us. They come with their culture and their people, and that's it. Our only ally left, homie, is the white American that grew up here, went to school with us, like basketball, like LeBron James, like Steph Curry, like a little rap music. Not necessarily gotta like black girls, not necessarily want you their sister, but that's our greatest ally, homie. It ain't them foreigners. It ain't them Mexicans. It ain't them Chinese. It's the white man who love his country.
That's what I see. That patriotic white boy.
That patriotic white boy, that's our ally when this shit go to getting crazy. This is our land too. He brought us here. We best friends. The white man and the black man is best friend. That's why they don't get along. That's why they always getting into it. That's why they act like they hate one another, but they really best friends. Like two brothers. Go back and watch Archie Bunker, nigga, and George Jefferson. George Jefferson, homie, that's the white man and the black man. They really, and that's the product of what Obama was. Obama was raised by his white racist granddaddy who had a black friend, and he sat and listened to them talk. That's how Obama learned to be who he was.
So yeah, Republican states send National Guards to Texas, to the border, in a show of force. You got governors in Virginia, Iowa, and South Carolina sending their National Guard units to Texas, and they helping Greg Abbott. He put out the call for helping protecting the border. The Democrats won't do it. The Democrats won't do it. And then they want to sit here and talk about, well, the Republicans this, the Republican that. Now the Democrats are starting to speak out about what's going on. Check this lady out.
I would have to ask my Democratic colleagues, why is it that you are for illegal immigration? Why is it that you're working so hard to make illegal legal? What is it about circumventing the rule of law that you think is the right thing to do? Do you want to circumvent the rule of law and throw away all immigration policy? I would yield time on this floor to any Democrat that wanted to come and explain why you are working so hard to make illegal legal. I would like to hear that explanation, because it seems every time we turn around, you're looking for some way to codify illegal entry into this country. How about abiding by the rule of law? Because when you circumvent the rule of law, what do? You devalue our citizenship. What about the thousands of people that are working legally towards citizenship, that are spending money, that are spending time? Have any of you spent time going to a naturalization ceremony, a citizenship ceremony? Have you heard these stories of how hard people work, how they want to be a U.S. citizen? But oh no, what some of you want to do is devalue that. You want to say, let's make it okay for people to just waltz across the Rio Grande, walk in here, and enter this country illegally, outside of the rule of law. Wait 10 years to get an asylum hearing. What is right about that? And you know the answer. Nothing is right.
So yeah, that's what's going on with that. People are sending their National Guards to Texas to help out. Texas has spent $4.5 billion on essential border security operations, and they're contemplating spending another $4.6 billion over the next 2 years.
Because it's getting worse. It's progressively
worse. Yes.
getting worse. There are more and more and more of them coming in daily, and they're coming from everywhere. I mean, it's not just 2 or 3 countries. They're coming from a lot of countries.
A lot of Africans pouring in here too.
Yes, Texas is still busting these people up out of here too. Mm-hmm. They've sent 12,500 to Washington, 37,400 to New York, 31,100 to Chicago, 3,400 to Philadelphia, 15,900 to Denver, and 1,500 to Los Angeles.
But think about it. If Texas is shipping that many out, how many are still here?
A lot. Because you have people that are doing interviews now that are living like close to the border.
Yeah.
And they say that their living conditions is just getting ridiculous. The robberies, they say, are up tremendously. The murders are up. They say that, with the drugs, especially the fentanyl.
Yes.
They're saying that fentanyl is being sold on their streets now for $2 a pill.
Yeah.
And so,
when you flood it in, it's cheap.
Yeah. And because you're, especially, along the Rio Grande area and those areas, you have the cartel that are actually helping these people to cross the border.
Because I saw the video this morning. Sorry to cut you off. I saw the video where the guy, he had on a shiesty.
Yeah.
And when he let him through, when the last person went through, he waved to the camera and turned around and walked out.
Yeah.
He's what they call a coyote, where he brings the people in. But yeah, you got the cartel flooding these people in here, and it's going to backfire. You heard what Charleston White said. Black people and white people are best of friends. Look at George Jefferson and Archie Bunker. But by the same token, they're not just flooding into the black communities. They coming into your communities too, white folk. Y'all just the last to get hit. If you never heard me discuss that, I've talked about that several times. You wanted to get rid of unions because you thought niggas was doing too well. Now you have no union. And they talking about raising the dang on retirement age for people in their 20s to 70 years old. These people want you to die on the job. It's just freaking stupid. Okay? The Democrats just flat out don't care. But you know what's weird? You a sanctuary city. Texas ain't got no damn sanctuary cities. It was all well and good when they was flooding into Texas, but when they sent them to your ass.
Chicago is talking about changing now.
Everybody's talking about changing. Trump said he gonna shut all that down. Real quick, here are some of the Republican colleagues that are sending their National Guard to Texas, Florida, South Dakota, Iowa, Nebraska, Arkansas, and Idaho. All heeded the call and said they're sending state troopers or National Guard troops to the border. Are they empowered to do so? No one knows. Let us know what you think. Are you with the Democrats? Do you think we should let these people in here? Because directly or indirectly, it's affecting you as well.
They wouldn't have let no other country
would
allow this.
Even Mexico wouldn't let your ass come up in there and be giving you $3,000 gift cards and this, that, and the
Mexico is filing a lawsuit against Governor Abbott as well.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Put down in the comments, are you for or against? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Are you for or against these illegals coming in here? Think about your parents, if you're white, your grandparents, your great-grand, who came to this country through Ellis Island in New York. Paid the price to become legalized, naturalized citizens. That's why your ass is an American. They did it the correct way. So they did it the right way. They spent their money. People still today trying to become American citizens. And now you just flooding people in. Why don't I just go to the border and then come back in and say I'm an illegal? Me no speak of the English. How much shit you gonna give me? Put down in the comments. Are you sick of it? Are you on board with it? And we will respond back. PushGapRadios.com.
Dallas, baby.
Donald Trump promises largest deportation operation in American history if he's elected president. What do you think about that?